All right. What is up, tycoons? What's up, traders? Super excited for today's video. We have to take a look at gold. All right. Gold has been rallying. It's hitting new highs right now. And I'm going to break down gold. We're going to go over a few different charts. This is the actual gold price per ounce. All right. And this is a macro monthly chart. And so you can see when gold gets moving in one direction, whether it's down or whether it's up, it usually tends to stay in that direction for a long period of time, right? We look at 2000 all the way up to 2009 in this area. Long time. We look at the 1980s all the way down to 2000, basically a 20-year, negative and flat time period. Right, we've had our recent pullback, and markets love to move in 5-wave and 3-wave structures. And it's very possible that we could be looking to get a 5-wave structure up here as we have our 1, 2, 3. And most recently, we got a pullback here, all right, around 2016. And it is possible that we could be heading up to, close to the 2300, if not even 2600 price levels on gold. So I'm going to break down the video. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channels if you guys are new. Before we get too far into it, the content provided in this YouTube channel is for informational and educational purposes only and is not intended to be relied upon as legal, financial, or investment advice. I'm not a registered financial advisor or broker. Right, trading in stocks, bonds, commodities, crypto involves a significant risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. So make sure to read through the full disclaimer before watching the rest of the video. And we're going to go ahead and jump into it now. And what we have right here is the gold futures chart. And this is the daily chart. And remember, I said markets like to move in these 3-wave and 5-wave structures. And we've had a nice 5-wave move to the upside. We hit our first bullish price target here at 2011, and it's very possible we could be coming up to the supply zone here in red, which supply zones are areas of liquidity, all right? And that's where price action is going to be drawn to, whether it wants to make a move back down afterwards or if it wants to break through. And then the bullish price target is also right around that level of 2066. So it's going to be real interesting to see what happens. If you take a look, we do have a slight bearish divergence forming. So there is the chance of a possibility of a pullback. If you look here, we have a high and then we have a higher high. And on our relative strength index, we have a high and we also have a lower high right here. So that's what bearish divergence is when price action is going up, okay? And the relative strength index is going down. In this case, that would be a bearish divergence. And it doesn't mean that there has to be a huge crash, but it is something you need to be aware of and be prepared for. So that way, you're not caught by surprise. So that is one thing that I'm paying attention to. But, we are showing a lot of strength in gold. All right, and Texas even here recently announced that they're possibly going to be doing, or maybe they confirmed it, but they're looking to make their own digital currency and have it backed by gold. And if other states do this, if other countries do this, if private entities start doing this and creating these digital currencies and then backing it by gold, that could drive the demand for gold up even higher. Now, another thing that's been driving the demand up for gold has been the Silicon Valley Bank, as well as the other bank crashes, right, and collapses. Okay, so people are wanting to take their cash out of the banks, and maybe they don't trust the banking system anymore. The US dollar has been crashing. Maybe they don't trust the dollar anymore, and they're looking to purchase gold and hold some of their money in gold. The author of Rich Dad Poor Dad is very, he doesn't like holding cash. What he does is he buys gold. He buys gold and silver and things like that. And that mentality is kind of popular right now and really kind of driving the price up and helping fuel some of this rally. Now, we have GLD right here. All right, this is a gold ETF. This is one that I've been tracking a lot and been showing. I've been really watching gold for a long time now, and we initially had this cup and handle right here. We got a very strong breakout. Okay, we filled this blue box right here, which was a daily gap up, and then we pulled back, right? And I said we were going to be bearish below 169. All right. And we ended up bouncing right around that area of 168, 169. And just like the gold futures, okay, we actually have hit the first bullish price target here of 185. And our next bullish price target is 190, and above there is 195. So those are going to be some of the key levels that I'm watching. Again, we do have a bearish divergence. The RSI is in a downtrend, making lower highs, while price action is in an uptrend. So I would not be surprised by some type of a pullback. Okay, but ultimately things are still bullish and you don't necessarily want to fight the trend. The trend is your friend. And for now, the trend has been very, very bullish. Okay. If we take a look at the next one, this is SLV. Now I've been trading SLV in particular, which is the silver ETF. Of course, this is going to move along, with GLD. But silver tends to have a little bit more of an exaggerated move. It's a much more easily manipulated market necessarily than gold, and it's a little bit cheaper. So for me, it was perfect. I didn't have to risk as much money by getting into SLV rather than gold. You can take a look here in the Discord, which if you guys want to join the Discord, the link is in the description below. We are actually running a 50% off sale for the month of April. So if you want to get 50% off on your first month in the Discord, use code ZACHLY2. That's ZACHLY, the number 2, and just all lowercase. Okay, that will get you 50% off your first month, and you can see some of the different plays that we're getting into, getting out of, as well as a whole plethora of resources. It's a really great environment, especially for beginners too. If you guys are new, we're definitely very supportive and very helpful. But this is the daily chart. And look at this rally. I mean, it's pretty much just been up in a straight line since March has began, right? This is the beginning of March right here, and March has just been straight upwards. These call options right here, they are, got in them at 175. They're about $400 a piece right now. So, really, really nice, trade there. Those were great opportunities. And you can see, as I mentioned, I've been getting into, I've been paying attention to gold and silver for a long time. This is, look at the date here, guys. This is February 24th. So, back here, buying into the pain, because I'm seeing the overall structure, and potential to push upwards, right? If you want to see that structure, this is the weekly chart, right? And so I'm looking at the higher time frames, and I'm seeing that we have a left shoulder here, we have a head, and I'm noticing that this pullback, right? And I'm paying attention to see if there's going to be a pullback, because we have this weekly trend line here that we rejected here, and we ended up rejecting here again. I was looking to see where we're going to break out and fill these gaps up to about the $24 region. We did not. We ended up rejecting. And I said, hey, if we come down here, this is a good area of interest for me, because that's going to end up putting in a right shoulder for this inverse head and shoulder. And now this is our neckline here. This trend line is now our neckline. And you can see that we actually broke right through that trend line. We had 3 white soldiers on the weekly time frame, which is a bullish candlestick pattern. And SLV has really just been performing very well. Now, this is GDXJ, okay, and this is the Junior Gold Miners ETF, the Van Eck Junior Gold Miners ETF in particular. And now I did get some viewer requests to look at some of the Junior Gold Miners. So that's what I'm going to do. I do viewer request every single week. And gold miners really got slapped with a double whammy in 2022. The reason being is because the cost to mine gold was going up, but the price of gold was actually going down. So they were getting hit on both sides. And, there is potentially opportunity in some of these gold miners now. Specifically because gold price is going up. Obviously that should benefit some of the gold miners, but the actual cost of mining are starting to stabilize now, right? It's not, it's not so much keep increasing for them and just getting higher and higher and higher and more expensive. Things are starting to stabilize just a little bit for them. So, there is potential there for them as well. Now, this is the first one that we're going to look at, GDXJ. All right, and we do have a nice cup and handle right here. And if you take a look, we broke the handle, okay, which was this channel right here. We got a strong breakout of that channel, and we're currently at our major resistance level of 4204. This is the 61.8% retracement level, and you use these because nothing moves in a straight line down or in a straight line up. So what I mean by that is you either get a move down, retracement, continuation of the trend, or you would get a move down, retracement, and then you consolidate a little and break through those retracement levels, and that's how you can spot a potential upside reversal. So we have our swing high right here connected down to our swing low. You see we had a very strong move to the downside, and we've come up, retraced, and started to consolidate through this area. And if we can break through our 61.8% retracement level of 4204, then we can potentially fill the daily gap up on GDXJ right at about $44.50. And above there, we have some bullish price targets of 47.81, 52.03, and 57.39. It's done a really good job of bouncing off of the support trend line here as well. Most recently, we bounced off of here in the October lows, right? So we bounced here, bounced here, bounced here, bounced here, bounced here, and then those October lows. So it's been a really nice, area move, okay, and area of support. As I mentioned, these 3-wave and 5-wave structures, we have a wave 1 up, we have a wave 2 correction, and then our wave 3 should take us up to that 44.5 to 47.81 area at least. It could run up larger than that and go to some of these areas, but again, no guarantees, okay? This is just, some possible structures that we're seeing. All right, and we could be ending up putting in a double top here with the top here and a top here, and then end up pulling back. So you have to be prepared and really just open to all scenarios. The market isn't going to do what you want it to do. It's going to do what it wants to do. All right. Now, another one here is going to be NVO. This is the weekly chart right here. And this is Novo Resources. Now, the reason I'm looking at this one is, again, it's, another one of those gold miners. This thing's been beat up a lot. We have bullish divergence in this case, the opposite of the bearish divergence, where we have a low and we have a lower low right here. So, the price has been in a downtrend, but our RSI, we have a low and we have a higher low, and we've been building relative strength as the price has been dropping lower. This is bullish divergence, and you can see we bounced off of that initial bullish divergence and have gotten a little bit of a rally, but we've been slapped down by the 50% retracement level, which is about 41 cents. Above 41 cents, our 61.8% retracement level is going to be 0.46. All right, and above 0.46, we have the potential to head up to 59 cents. All right, and 59 cents is ultimately going to be the major breakout level. If we can get out above 59 cents, we have 65 cents and 70 cents specifically as some bullish price targets. We also have bullish divergence here on the MACD. All right, same thing. Price action is going down. Meanwhile, the MACD itself is actually in an uptrend. So, the MACD and the RSI are suggesting that this thing is building strength. It's been a very large downturn. Right. If you take a look, this stock went down 94% from summer of 2020 to the December of 2022 lows. So, we're really just like in this consolidation and price action absorption phase. And the top of the consolidation channel to me is going to be that 70 cents. And, at its current prices, that's almost a 2x. All right, so it's going to be real interesting to see, if it can consolidate and come up to some of these levels. Even if it does that, that's even not really a huge dent in this giant, massive move down that the stock has seen. So I do think that that's a little bit possible. Now, me personally, I'm not playing this stock. This is just something that has a potential setup for you guys to keep an eye on. We have AUMN over here. This is the daily time frame gold minerals company. All right. And so our breakout level here, our major breakout level is 32 cents. Above 32 cents, we could hit 33.5 and then 35 cents. All right. Those are going to be the bullish price targets to the upside. Same thing as the last chart. We do have some bullish divergence building here on the MACD. We can see the MACD is trending upwards as the stock was trending downwards. We have lows here, higher lows, higher lows. So we're building relative strength as the price of the stock was going down. All right. And you can see that very similar to the others, this one has not been able to get above its 61.8% retracement level, which is 0.2733. Once it can do that and flip that to support from resistance, that's when it's going to be bullish above there and have the potential to reach that 32 cents all the way up to 35 cents price targets that we have here currently. All right. And that's pretty much going to be it for today's video. So if you want to do a one-on-one session, right, you can email me. All right. I do, private coaching sessions via Zoom. Shoot me an email at ZachlyTrades@gmail.com. I've been doing a lot more of those recently, ever since I kind of started mentioning them in my videos more. So if you guys are interested and, you want to do some private lessons, or you want me to take a look at some couple stocks for you and just give you some of my thoughts and opinions, on some different strategies that you guys could implement, whether it's bullish, whether it's bearish, whether it's neutral, in different ways that you guys can capitalize and leverage, some of the ownership of your shares. There's a lot of different ways to do that, especially via options. So feel free to reach out to me via email, ZachlyTrades@gmail.com. Don't forget, if you guys want to be a part of the Discord, okay, the link is in the description below. Code Zachly2, just the number 2, ZACHLY, the number 2. that will get you guys 50% off, but it's only working through April. So once April is over, that code is not going to work anymore.